Hey guys, Engine Go Go. At this point, CEO is long over it and done with. Well, going on 3 weeks now. I've been catching up with some of the matches, and there have been more, excuse me, more fighting game events since then going on across the pond, whatnot, related to Tekken. However, what I did want to do specifically, I'll probably be watching those when I have time. Not necessarily streaming, just kind of going over matches I feel like are significant. I mean, and I just enjoy watching them too. I get the time. I was gonna say not necessarily. I like watching them just because they're fun. I enjoy fighting game events to a great extent, but also just for learning experience. I think I've said before, even if no one's necessarily been listening, I've said that watching over tapes of yourself as well as other people, high-level players, does a lot of good with just understanding how your game functions, what you want to do overall, as well as the characters you use. And Tekken, for me, is king. And Majin is my guy. I watch more Majin, I think, than any other any other person. Watch a lot of Korean players, and there are some other American players like I think from the Atlanta area. And there are some ones I find or discover, I think, watching Wednesday night fights on the West Coast, East Coast, Beast Coast, what have you. But anyway, I'm here now because I want to take a look at some CEO Majin matches to go over what exactly he does, how he ticks, what he thinks like, what are his habits, and pick up on that. Like I said, in the future, I'll stream matches from any particular fighting game that I'm interested in. At the time, I think I've said Guilty Gear before. But shit, time just gets away from me, so I try to focus on Tekken. So, anywho's it, if I think I have everything set up correctly, I think we can just go ahead and right into it. Let's see. So, I guess we'll start at the top of the list, and we'll just find whatever we can from CEO. Yeah, because he made it to finals. Shit. He got third place, I believe. Third or fourth place, Majin. So, let's see. And I watch his channel almost exclusively sometimes when it comes to learning new tech. Which reminds me, I need to get on catching up with his videos because he has a lot of ones that I need to pull from. It's honestly just, it's mesmerizing. I could watch it for hours, days even. Just the amount of shit that he goes through.
Sounds like I'm hungry.
That girl,
like John Ding, let me hear it.
that girl pooted at the beginning. So John D, Jun D, I think that's how you say his name. I never say it right. I think this is, yeah, I was gonna say Majin. Then because I think this is where he ended. So I guess we'll start from the top and go all the way back to like, I guess the end, or maybe I should start from the beginning. I don't know. Let's see. I'll say that one for last. Let me see. Losers top 8. Peeling top 16. You know what? Let's just start with pools. We can go from there. Alright. Let's see, Majin. What do you do? What do you do that I don't?
You guys are in for a good look at Lil Majin. Who could he possibly be going up against? You, why, you, why, you, why, you.
Double the U, double the Y's. You. All right, I'm glad I'm back here. This way they can't say that I scared you.
You scare her?
Last time at Combo Breaker, yo, side note, look at my boy Waves. Keep this angle. That's a lot of brushing. That's dedication.
What?
Look at the waves in my boy hair right here. You see this?
What's that do with ankles?
Your hair can't do that. Your hair
I
cannot
understand
do
that, but what does that have to do with ankle?
I said nothing about
Oh,
angles,
let me
man.
shoot.
Oh, man, what did you say then?
I said keep that angle. Look at my boy hair.
Okay, yeah, okay,
If
cool.
y'all ever wonder why he always wearing a do-rag, is to keep them puppies under control. People are vomiting in the front row from the seasick.
Steve is
All
full.
right, Mr.
Well,
Majin.
Yu looks composed.
Yeah.
She's very close. No seasickness from what I can see.
And hopefully by the end of this, we're a better player.
Does she?
Yeah, I thought
I
it was...
don't think so.
No?
Typically, she wears the glasses. This time, there's no glasses there.
Okay.
See, that's the mix-up.
I honestly can't recommend this enough.
All right, Lil Majin, don't make eye
Just
contact.
watching high-level people.
What happens if he makes eye contact?
Cuz, man, you're going to start feeling sorry. You're
Man.
like, man, I can't beat her up. She came all this way.
To hell with that.
It's gonna be a hard match.
Send her back in a body bag.
I smell this coming. This is when you wake up and you smell your mom cooking downstairs. Good-ass tech.
I'm glad there was cooking downstairs.
On a side note, this is another reason I enjoy doing this more is that on the life cycle of Tekken 7 at this point, ranked is slowly deteriorating on PC and PS4. Player matches are honestly the best one as far as connections. So, I mean, really, the scene for Tekken, I mean, I recommend playing it, definitely, for anyone who's interested. But as far as time spent, spend it in the lab, spend it watching people. That's where the majority of your, I think, that's where your growth is going to come from. Spend it learning, just spend it studying. That's the way I see it.
Yo, Lil Majin with the king.
All right.
This is,
Let's identify some stuff.
Let me tell you, one of the weaknesses I've seen in Yu's gameplay has been sidewall stuff. Sidewall situations, I feel like she just does nothing. It's like she gets so scared of it that she doesn't do anything. So this day, notorious.
Alright, so this is a really shitty matchup, but there are no bad matchups. But it's still a bad one. Alright. So defense, defense, defense.
Spinneroonie, yeah, he knows it's coming. Down for a 2-1. People's elbow.
Goes for that people's elbow, gets the alley right after. And spacing is going to be really important in this matchup. There you go.
So one thing, let me see. Off the wing back turn is down for 2. So defense, of course, first. Let your opponent make the first move. That's how I usually go. But from there, and that's the thing is that's such good character knowledge. Down forward 2-1. Now I would honestly go for down forward 1, but I believe down forward 2 is a bit faster.
So this day notorious for having tons of sidewall situations happen.
And this is why playing offline matches are so much better. It's because online. Let's see. Online, that might not work. Online, something might go wrong. For whereas there's a little delay, and that shit, which is supposed to punish, doesn't. But, better option, down forward 1. Excuse me, use down forward 2. Get the flip knockdown. People's elbow. I'd honestly go for alley kick setup. 2 alley kick into the, 1, 2, and then the 2 button, which is the punch ender, which flips. And so I put her in the 50-50, which is either, I got that from NBC. The throw, which is either I can crouch dash throw, I can crouch dash helm breaker, which is a crush. Like basically, if they're doing something that can bounce crush, I can do a knee. I can do crouch dash stand 3. Or excuse me, while standing 3, which no one really uses, but still plus. It's a high, but most people don't expect that, so I'd say that is a good chance of connecting. So, I'd say there's a lot of options to put them in the blender mix. But People's Elbow has a good way of working. So, and I just see Majin use that a lot. Perhaps I should throw that into the mix as well.
It's coming down for 2-1. People's elbow.
Goes for that people's elbow, gets that.
And and it's okay. People's Elbow causes the guaranteed alley kick after. So that's another thing I forgot.
Alley kick right after. And spacing is going to be really important.
Good spam. Good push.
Wow.
While standing 3.
While standing 3.
She dropped the combo.
Knew it.
Light bar's about even. First round.
Spacing is going to be really important in this matchup.
And just taking. It's just taking his time. I feel like I do that so well, but it's never seems like it's enough. Like I said, maybe playing online has jaded me to that, but taking your time is not a bad thing. Can't let myself think that, because it is honestly not a bad thing to take your time. That's the most important step, especially in this fight. You have to wait. Crouch 4. Down 3. Just picking her apart. Back off. Push.
Nice punish from Majin. The back 1-2.
Back one, two. Oh, gee. I didn't think that was going to work that way.
Try to go for a cross up.
But no conversion. Majin. Yeah, he's still working on it.
Waiting.
Goes underneath the giant swing attempt.
And you know what? Maybe that's the difference between high level Jao uses, because it always seems when I try to punish with back 2-1, or excuse me, back 1-2, the person's always. The fact that they're going ham, even though, not to say everyone online is bad. I mean, there are some good people, but it seems like the majority of people that are just going in seem to duck a lot more. And I don't know if it's based on just coincidence, their knowledge, or both. Or just luck. Who's to say? But regardless, it's just, oh man, there's nothing like offline Tekken. Like, I can't say that enough. It's, there's just no comparison, because, I mean, if you make a mistake, it's on you.
Oh, outstanding. He delayed that.
Good approach.
Smack,
He
smack.
confirmed it, and the
Chop,
back
chop
one
it.
mix up that time. He's like, I think you might duck this back 1-2. Here's a back 1-4 for you. I'm giving you some credit here.
Nice. He waited on the back turn.
Okay.
What?
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I ain't never seen that before.
Mm-hmm. Still waiting.
Yo, spun around. Giant
Ah,
swing.
I see that wall back there. I'm breaking one no matter what.
Still waiting. Back. Went for back down 3.
Yeah, I've never seen
That's
that
scary.
Oh, wow.
Side throw.
Side throw,
That
too.
was
That-
sexy.
Damn, that Ling is moving.
Approach.
And she's really good at turning over. Majin doing a great job. Not over. Not over. Oh, she got him. Okay. Man, this is such a
And the thing is, she's starting to slow down too. He's making her play at his pace, but at the same time, she's slowing down too.
Because he's trying to move into this range where he can actually get
Not doing the things that he's expecting. Mm-hmm.
Look at her patience right now. And she's going in, actually. About to stop the offense for a moment.
That's a 1 break. Good one.
4-3 DDT. Alley kick again.
Mm-hmm.
The
Mm-hmm.
music gets so good. Dum, dum, dum. Dum, dum, dum.
Oh, Majin.
Oh.
Yo, counter wants to. Can she close it out? Wall's in the way. I'm telling you, this messes up when she gets with the forward 3, and Yu. First game, 3 rounds to one of Lil Majin. Look at that mouth. That is the mouth of someone who didn't like what he just felt that last game. What?
No, man, you're right. You drinking some kind of fruity beverage, or maybe it's a fruity beverage holder. I don't know. Smart water. There you go. Increase the intelligence. You're gonna need it.
Oh, man.
Oh man.
What is that pose?
Wow.
What
Who
is
was
that
she looking
pose?
at? I
I
don't
don't
know.
know. I think she looked at me.
You wish. Nerd. The belt. Want the belt.
What?
Fixes her hair. He said, I want the belt, man.
Who said that? Oh, King.
He says
Game
it,
on.
says it in Jaguar.
He says it in Jaguar.
Oh, 4-3 again. No
Mm.
DDT.
Oh, boy.
Not crouching.
Yo, roll the
Turns
death
around.
cradle. Am I getting a sandwich?
Oh, man.
Get off of me.
up. Am I getting a sandwich?
Yo, man, that's how long it takes. I can go make a sandwich in the time it takes to finish your own death cradle.
Mm.
Beautiful punish. Oh, my gosh. I couldn't even while standing, too. Oh, man.
Uh-oh. This is not
indeed.
good. I actually lost a round because I missed that exact same situation.
Oh,
4-2-1,
no.
the free alley
Steve,
kick after it.
Don't jinx him like this. You lost the same round.
Nah, he's a little better than me. I can't. He ain't gonna lose. See, that won't happen.
She punished that get-up kick. That would have been sick. But here we go. Majin on the board first. Game 2, first blood. I fell for it.
Wow.
Confirmed.
Oh, catching
pile
the
driver.
ducks.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
I want to rewind this from the beginning.
You wish. He says
Game
it.
on.
Oh, 4-3 again. No DDT.
Majin didn't really do anything differently, but I'll say the one thing he did do, it's just compromising the fact that she's standing.
Arm breaker.
Yo, roll the
Turns
death
around.
cradle. Am I getting a sandwich?
He just added more throws.
Am I getting a sandwich?
Yo, man, that's how long it takes. I can go make a sandwich in the time it takes to finish rolling death cradle.
And just punishing.
Oh my gosh, I couldn't even while standing too.
Adding more throws and just punishing.
This is
Oh,
not
Dave.
good. I actually lost a round because I missed that exact same situation.
Oh,
4-2-1,
no.
the free
Dave,
alley kick
don't-
after it.
Don't jinx him like this. You lost the same round.
Nah, he's
And more drop kicks.
He won't lose. That won't happen to him.
She punished that get up kick.
That's one thing I admit I do not do enough, that I need to do more. Is more adding more drop kicks into the game.
I fell for it.
Wow.
Confirm.
Okay?
Oh, catching
pile
the
driver.
ducks.
Threw her off with the throw mix. Into 4-3.
Oh, kills me. Come on, man. You can't be doing that out of nowhere,
I
man.
caught you so off guard with this. I was so sick.
Stand one. Or one break, excuse me. See, back down 3. I honestly wouldn't use that as much as
I've ever heard out of you.
I've noticed people
I'm so
punish that a lot more now.
You know it. Come on, you just said
All
it.
right.
Okay, Liu tying it up, man. Dude, is she gonna take out
Unfortunate.
2-0?
I mean, Ling versus King is actually a hard matchup.
It is. It always
What?
is.
Why did I miss?
Ling versus King is actually a hard matchup.
See, that's why Ling is so weird. Crouch 2. Why does that whiff?
It is. It always has. That's
It's a middle. That's a mid, man. That's a mid.
Ling is hard for King, but at the same time, Yu doesn't have experience against Majin. She doesn't know what he's capable of with King.
Yeah. Joe, he pushed her on the side. All right, now you see Majin getting a little more comfortable at that range. I legit thought that was a low. I was hop kicking. I was actually just
Again, why did down 2 miss that last time in Phoenix Dance?
Oh man, another one?
Damn.
DDT. Regular throw.
He's trying to do Instant Wizard.
Everything's working for him.
Gets hit by to get up 3. Oh,
Damn,
low
outta
parry.
He knew.
Ready. Lil Majin.
Oh.
Raise drive starts as a low.
Gets hit by to get up 3. Oh,
Damn,
low
outta
parry.
here.
That's the round.
Did he know? Of course he knew. Why am I even doubting that? I didn't even know Ling's raise drive started as a low.
Gets hit by to get up 3. Oh,
Damn,
low
outta
parry.
here.
That's the round.
He's ready. Lil Majin.
And it only is from back. You know what? Her rage drive is, I believe it's only from back turn. I think it's only from back turn. It might. I'll have to check that.
Throw, got him.
No break.
It's a 50-50 on that one. You don't know which one it's gonna be.
I like the movement by Lil Majin, especially in the foreground.
And Yu hitting the brakes up close.
Yeah,
Opting to just stand guard.
Just poking away.
To lose that up close battle
Just
because Lil Majin
so much. Even when I think I'm being patient, I never am. I don't think I am.
do anything afterwards anyway. And if he can stay
It's
warm
just
after landing
you
on
can
it,
always be more patient. That's the thing.
typically spelled the best from another 4-3 catches her out
Oh
of
my god, back there, hop
AOP.
kick.
I just need to remember to catch myself on certain moments of like, wait, am I doing too much?
Throw again. Set
was a setup.
point. Set point
That was
for
a-
Yu over IT's Lil Majin 2-0? No way.
Oh,
Got him.
counter hit. People's elbow alley kick. No, tries to catch with the tech.
Yeah, good smart sidewall there. She's aware. Oh my god, I don't want to deal with it. Majin backdashing like crazy. He's like, get me out of here.
Man, Lil Majin uses a wild standing one from King like it's the best move in the world. Like, I don't know how. Oh, that is going to hurt like hell, you little.
Oh,
Nice side
Not
throw.
over. Definitely not over. She got the way. She's so good at making clutch. Come back. Oh my god, I fell for it. I fell for it, but it doesn't matter. Majin didn't.
I actually ducked in real life. That was like,
Come back. Oh my god. Oh
Free.
man. It's not over. Definitely not over. She got the way. She's so good at making clutch.
That. I've gotten hit by that so many times. That fake out from there, that's not real. Back turn crouch, which I forget which move it is. That's a high. It's not real. It's a fake. God. See, that's the shit. That's the shit I'm talking about. That's why I'm doing this. That's why I love watching this, because
Definitely not over. She got the way.
I never would figure that out for myself. Fake. It's a real back turn, but she crouches
Back.
to bait out a crouch. It's like, oh, She's crouching? Oh, well, I'll crouch too. You know? Or, better yet, she'll crouch. No, just kidding. Not I'll crouch too. It's like, oh, that's my turn to throw out a button. When her back's turned, that actually means don't push buttons. I've had to learn that the hard way. Don't push buttons, even when her back is turned.
Oh, man. Not over. Definitely not over. She got the way. She's so good at making clutch comeback. Oh, my God. I felt
And that's why we wait.
Majin didn't.
I actually ducked in real life. I was like,
Yeah,
oh.
me too.
That's why we wait.
Trying to sidestep duck in real life.
Yo,
Thumbs down
she's
for
on her
King.
phone. She's on her phone with the banana on the phone. You see that?
Wow. Oh man, that was a good comeback. Majin clutching it out. I mean, she went back and the threat from Link back turn when she has rage. Of course, you're looking for the rage drive. The mistrust there is always an option. But man, she went for the gusto.
Look at Majin like, yo, word. Yo, word. With
You
the
thought that
banana
was
on the
close?
phone. Yo, I swear to God, Lil Majin has been chewing on the same piece of gum for the last 8 years. I swear, man. There's no way. I've never seen him put a piece of gum in his mouth ever. But he's always chewing something. That gum must taste like old newspaper. It's crazy. It's mush.
It's time for the final game, Abandoned Temple. King first Link.
Mm-hmm.
Had that. Had to just a little bit.
Muscle buster.
Muscle buster.
And she's not ducking.
Back turn 3.
Take advantage.
Thanks. Turn around 1, 2. All right.
And I think he's not giving her any reason to duck too.
Start the final game. There it is.
Dang.
He's not throwing too much, but he's also not.
Come together for Lil Majin.
He's throwing just enough to keep her aware, but never to make her duck.
Once he gained some momentum on his side. Came back 3 rounds straight in the final game.
Alley kick.
Again. Ooh, man, she didn't duck the second hit. Duck the third hit, which is the mid. Or the
Pop
AOP.
kick. Okay.
Okay, duck the throw.
This is a good turn. Basically evens life. I like the down 4 on the check. And like
Back
I said,
off.
Whoa. The distance
Dude, look
game.
at her dashing in his face.
Oh my.
Back turn hop kick. You tying up the round count.
Yo, this is some good.
Did she
action.
mean to?
Yeah, it is. Look at
Did
this.
she mean to jump over him?
Yo, people, look, Jimmy just walked in. He's like, hey, I sensed it. It's like Dragon Ball. It's like, I sense good ass tech.
Oh, she had him, but here we go. AOP firecracker, something she has not gone to a whole lot. Oh, she has that too. This is crazy. This is crazy. Sidestep for counter hits.
Not good. Look at the lively you.
And the wall's there. Sidewall flat C, she just stops.
Rock shooting star.
Wait.
Oh, God. That is the round set point for Yu.
Uh-oh.
This is where she was against Rick the Rule, though. He came back. Can Majin do the same?
That's rough. Alright.
This is to make it out in winners, by the way. Winner
So
qualifier.
crouch 4. Backing off. Waiting. Forward 1. I'd go for it.
AOP high kick.
I feel like they were having like a traditional like
Stand 4.
and this dude just kicks in the door. What's going on here? I'm gonna play the car. Oh, low parry. What's going on here? I'm gonna play the car.
Good awareness. Good fucking low parry.
Here we go, Majin bringing it back all the way to the wall.
No break.
Figure 4. Woo! Oh, stomping the toes. Oh my God, beautiful backward Jaguar step.
Needs to be really.
Oh,
the
fuck.
up forward 3.
Final round.
Double Luigi.
Lil Majin versus Yu. Make it out of winners. Majin, first blood. Back 1-2. Running 3.
Good sidestep.
I like that. Going for the 1-2. The simple.
Unblockable.
No.
What the hell?
Yeah, it's a tech catch.
Oh my God, she's crazy. What are you doing, Yu? DDT. She's in trouble. The Ragey. Oh my God, she's gonna go back there for the rage drive mix up again. She's gotten mistress both times.
He's
Oh my God.
Make it out of winners. Majin, first blood. Back 1-2. Running.
Woo.
Yu.
Good sidestep, man.
Winners. Majin, first blood. Back 1-2.
Good sidestep. Only offline. Online, that shit doesn't work as good as it should.
No.
Only offline Tekken.
Yeah, it's a tech catch.
Woo.
Oh my God, she's crazy. What are you doing, Yu? DDT.
So off that back kick is negative, huh?
Oh my
That's
God,
negative.
she's crazy.
All right.
DDT. She's
I
in
th-
trouble. The Ragey. Oh my God, she's gonna go back there for the rage drive mix up again. She's gotten mistress both times.
But he's parried it every time.
Oh my God, that might be it. The guy's been
Get
broken.
off of me, off
It's
the
not
legs.
over, it's
Get
still
off
not
the
over.
puff balls,
It's still
bro.
not over. Oh my God.
Hold up for 3.
Oh boy, she's still in this.
Down for
She
1.
is still in this. 25
Wait. There you go. Awesome.
How is she's taking her time. She's regaining composure. She can't go back to that. Unfortunately, will kill her.
And you
18 seconds.
you-
Time on her side. Size of 3 maybe. Oh, the jab! The jab! And Majin takes out Yu in the winner's side of the bracket. Excellent set. What a set.
That was a good ass tech.
Damn. That was good. Look at the crowd.
Yeah.
They didn't even sit down. They're all standing their feet in the middle over there.
I think I need a cigarette after that.
Huh?
That's good. Yeah.
Damn.
Sounds about right. All right, Steve Majin versus Mr. Naps. James Tran. Shadow. Oh, we did play. All right, so let's take a look at that one, the Claudio match. Let's take a look.
There's no limit to what you can achieve.
Dude, I'm going to show you. Then, after that, we went to Baskin Robbins and had 3 scoops of ice cream. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's kind of
What is science is doing anyway? You know?
There's the Baskin Robbins. Damn, I don't even have it.
Wow. Yo, look how Rick's holding an ice cream cone. Oh, he meant that.
It's giant for him.
I'm definitely going to go get a full. How late is that place open?
That's a good question. But here we go. This matchup, just to get into the losers qualifier. So basically, loser this gets 13th place. Going to be Lil Majin versus Shadow.
So wow. Sidestep right out the gate. Back. Yo, he must feel really good about this matchup. Didn't even take the 4-2-1 after the counter hit layoff push. There we go. Tries to go for a throw.
Hey,
Down 4-2-1. Okay.
that's all guaranteed.
Yeah.
Okay.
The shorter option, you get the counter hit down 4-2-1, just do people's elbow. I thought alley kick was guaranteed, but I couldn't. But the people's elbow guaranteed.
Okay.
A lot of single 1, 1, 2, 2. More of that.
That conversion. No jab.
4 and 3.
Conversion seems pretty cheap.
Oh yeah. It happens a lot more than you think.
Okay.
Especially, yeah, just watching Majin. I've seen him multiple times today.
Side snap. Just waiting. Good push.
But you got to be ready, I guess, for which conversion you're going to do. Like the ground one, the slow.
Shadow usually plays more aggressive, but
Thing is, I don't
he's
see
surprisingly
that
respectable.
from Lil Majin.
He's respecting him a
I like
lot.
that conversion where you get layoff hit, counter hit, push. Yep. You get the counter hit, push a lot. So
Majin, though, starting off solid here against Shadow. Shadow's had a good run here today. Check out El Negro earlier.
I wonder what these guys do if they get to play often.
Where is Shadow from? I always forget.
Ditto.
Oh, the wall is there. Nice wall here for Majin. Sends him downstairs. Is he going to do a shiny powerbomb? No.
I like the name, the Shining Powerbomb. That's sick. Small sidewalk, blocks the 4-3. Still has that wall behind him. Shadow trying to fight out. Life
Okay.
in favor of Lil Majin. Gets the shoulder tackle.
Whoa, he didn't get the unblockable. All right. Moonsault didn't kill. So now opportunity. Shadow pulls the trigger. No more V-trigger. Gonna have to make another half life bar lead with only 30 seconds to go. Not gonna be easy. Majin.
Just there's nothing really much to say besides just solid defense.
Straight.
Just solid everything.
This looks tough anyway.
Solid
It
defense.
seems like he has Shadow figured out just the way he was moving. We don't get to see people that outmove or just, you know, play this way versus Shadow.
Shadow looks lost. Earlier today, he was playing Kazuya.
Really?
Kazuya used to be his old main. Whoa! That's not Kazuya.
That is definitely elite.
That's Kazuya's half brother. Way back in Tekken 2, when everyone thought, like, who's this martial law ripoff?
Yo, speaking of which, this Tekken 2 outfit with the unicorn on the back in the mesh, I love that outfit. With the leather pants.
I have no idea what that is.
Come on, bro. Come on.
Unicorn on the back?
Yeah, it's a unicorn on the back.
You gotta show me a picture of this. I definitely played the game, I just don't remember that.
You said what?
Because I don't want to see a picture of it. It's
Oh.
all good.
I didn't know Shadow even played Lee.
Here
Alright,
we go.
Game 2.
How about that?
Majin starts out right away with the throw.
Brock Lesnar F5.
Hey, 4-for-1 counter hit at the wall already. Nuts! Oh no! And the perfect for round 1. Everything going Majin. Majin's way right now.
Crouch 4. I remember his favorite move. Good fucking low parry. Damn.
That was just a rehash of the old outfit. He has a unicorn on his back. Come on, let me drop for you.
Get back turn crouch 4.
Oh wow, that's a unicorn in the back.
Yeah. Oh, no punish right there.
People's elbow.
Ooh.
Oh, great escape.
That was a really good escape. 4-4-1. Gets blocked down 3 on the answer.
Anytime I hear great escape, I think steak escape.
I don't know how that happened, but all
I
right.
don't know either.
All right, running exploder.
Yeah, 15 seconds. Majin with the lead. Oh my God.
I'm surprised. I honestly would have crouched.
10 seconds with the life lead.
Because with the way he was going for it, I could have sworn he was going to slide.
Oh my God.
I could have sworn he was going to slide. I got hit by that.
I don't know how that happened, but all
I
right.
got hit.
All right, running exploder.
Yeah, 15
Because the only thing Dangerous Lee can really do from about, or I want to say another body length away is that I would have crouched, and I would have got hit.
Majin with the lead.
Yeah,
Oh my
that's some high level shit. I would have got hit.
10 seconds with the life lead. Slightly in Shadow's favor. What he ducked when the Majin missed. 5 seconds. Majin alley gets too far. Wow, just bet it. Didn't get it though. Damn, just bet it didn't get it.
Just bet it didn't get it. I like that. All right. You leaned in like I was going to say something else. I like the patience by Lil Majin.
Yeah, Majin typically a very patient player. Oh,
Block.
You know what, and let's change the view here. I've had my big stupid head in here for too long. Why don't we change that up a bit? So we make that, put that here. Put this here. There. Better. Yeah, there we go. That's the way it should have been. And it only took me fucking 20 minutes to realize.
No punish. A little far out, so I don't blame him, actually. Back 4.
falls with the down 3 for Oki. And here we go. Shadow. Lee looking a lot better right now. Majin was definitely ready.
Muscle buster. Goes for that back turn or on drop kick.
Man, Shadow staying in here though.
Yeah, he's poking away. It's the mid option, especially out of him, man. You got to be careful. That was supposed to be a slide. It probably would have been around.
Wow,
Ooh,
instant.
Still gets it.
Instant running 3-4. Not nearly as good as it used to be a launcher before, but still effective.
Back 4 counter hit, gonna get the wall. 1 back 2 this time around. Oh, there we go.
Slidey.
All I'm gonna do a slide at that angle. Break.
Finding some throw breaks.
Oh,
Off the top rope.
He thought he was just jump, jab him out of the air, but King had that extra air time with that cage.
Nice. The thing is, he did that.
Jab him out of the air, but King had that extra air time with that cape, dude.
ooh.
Nice.
Gets that
Shining
4-4-1.
power bomb.
No bad punish. Oh, wow.
I will say one thing I do too much that Majin doesn't, and I probably should take word of it, is shoulder charge. Even though that's a good, it's an armor break, however, it's negative on block, I feel like I rely on that too much, and I don't see, kind of sort of see people do it, but not really, especially not Majin. I rarely ever see armor shoulder. It's not that it's horrible, it's just that I think it's unreliable sometimes, more than I think. So I think I might down the use of that and add like a move, I want to say just more pokes and less reliance on armor. I'm trying to think. I'll have to think of a move to kind of replace that. But I think there are better options besides doing it.
Lil Majin playing back.
I haven't seen Majin use that once.
Oh, no, back 1-2. He could be punishing it a lot harder.
Wow. So overshadow here. Doesn't get it close out. Set point for Majin.
Oh. There's a trade just about the same amount of life right there. And yo, little Majin is ducking a lot.
Giant swing, no break. He hasn't used it much at all in the set. And no tech either. He's going to do another one. Oh my god, the down for 2 pressure. He's at the wall. Shout out to big trouble. That should do it.
That will be that. Little Majin drop kick.
Man, Shadow staying in here though.
Yeah, he's poking away. That's the mid option, especially out of him, man. You got to be careful. That was supposed to be a slide. It probably would have been the round.
Wow,
Ooh,
instant.
Still gets it.
Instant running 3-4. Not nearly as good as it used to be. He used to be a launcher before, but still effective.
Back 4 counter hit, gonna get the wall. 1 back 2 this time around. Oh, there we go.
Slidey. And there, finally some throw breaks.
Oh.
He thought he was gonna jab him out of the air, but King had that extra air time with that cape, dude.
Oh.
Gets
that
shining
4-4-1.
power bomb.
No bad punish. Oh, wow. Lil Majin playing back a little bit, Gold. Oh, no, back 1-2. He could be punishing that a lot harder.
Wow. So overshadow here. Doesn't get it close out. Set point for Majin.
Phone call from father. I know, a black man that knows his dad, right? How funny.
And no tech either. He's going to do another one. Oh my god, the down for 2 pressure. He's at the wall. Shout out to big trouble. That should do it.
That will be that. Little Majin eliminate Shadow. He's going to be moving on.
Final round. Let's see. Ray. Mr. Naps. I might make this a 2-parter. Alright, so I'll come back and take a look at some more videos in a bit.